Thank you so much for coming here on this almost summer day. And it's a sheer delight to welcome Semyon Khanin back to Hunter. We've been trying to remember how many times he has read here already, but I got confused between 1 and 2. At least this is not the first time, and it's always a joy and a kind of celebration to have Semyon here from Riga, where he is the founding member of the Orbita multimedia and poetry group. And this is something we're going to find out much more about today. Semyon is also a translator of an anthology which is called Latvian and Russian Poetry Poems in Russian written by Latvian Poets, which was published in 2011. As well as, of course, the author of dozens of books of his own. Mostly these are art books, which we also have here for us to look at, and for Semyon to tell us more about just the process of how they come up with such beautiful and unique print matter, including publishing them in Riga. It is really something absolutely unheard of, and I think unmatched and unique and doesn't exist anywhere else. Thank you once again. Let's welcome Semyon to Hunter and Seneca for welcoming you here on this side of the auditorium, and enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, Yasha. Thank you everybody that you are here. The idea is was to tell a little bit about some practices of Orbita first. Mostly from the point of view of space practices or practices space. Sorry, my English maybe is not perfect sometimes, so I will try do my best. Yes. So yes, I will show how it will goes. I will show some videos and pictures of my and Orbita objects, art objects, and performances and exhibitions, and I will try to explain how it is done. Also, I have books made by Orbita, and I will show them. This is a map of Riga, part of Riga, central part, and this yellow part is coverage of radio broadcasting of the project Marx FM. It was pirate poetry radio. Done by Orbita for one festival, art festival, with the name Survival Kit, and this is about 3 kilometers in diameter. It's not a circle, but it's about 3 kilometers. This is antenna made, installed on the roof of one of the buildings. You also see panoramic view of Riga roofs. This is the process of installation. What was the idea? You can't take any FM station without permission. So pirates make it without permission, but they do it like this. They have signal for very short time, for 10 minutes, for example, something. We had it for a week, and we collected about 12 hours of poetry readings in English, Latvian, and Russian, and broadcasted it to the Riga audience. This is our transmitter. What we used, again, anthem. Well, yeah, there is also video. I will show. Wait, no, escape. Yes, it will be like this. So,
Senator Chandler is back in the sun.
American $2.47, January 17th.
so in 4 days, we received a call from Police that they asked in a very insisting but polite way to switch off our pirate radio. What we made, what we did. Still, we paid a fine for this. It was 150 lats. There was this currency in Latvia. This time, it is about $250. No. Like this. Not this time. Yes, but actually, not us paid, but this festival paid for us. So yeah, the idea also was that we collected this recording of poetry. We used it also in a pirate way without any permission. So it was in 2 ways pirate radio station. So, and what actually I wanted to show, I choose this project because it's how we work with urban space. Yeah, we try to somehow to to engage. Yeah, thank you very much. Next project will be one second. Like this. Yes. This is three-dimensional poetry, 3D poetry. The idea I made this project. My idea was that there is expression by Daniel Harms that you have to write a poem like this, that if you throw it at a window will break. Yeah. So I made this poem from some metal. So it's very heavy poem, and also there is a kind of deepness. At once you see that there is it's deep, deeper than poems written on Yeah, so then I made a web page for writing these poems and printing out them from on a 3D printer. So the main question with this poem, where is the beginning and where is the end of the poem? Because when you have it, this is video version. It was before this metal thing. First thing was this video version, and here you kind of have a beginning. Yeah, but my opinion is that this idea that a poem has to have a beginning and end, it is not obligatory. Better when you have no beginning, and I like more this version where you may read from any place and to end reading in any place. Yes. Long poem, very long. Yeah. So, what we have next? So, yes, this project of naming corners. This is my project, and it is still in. I'm doing it still. It's ongoing project. The idea is that if we have, for example, Lexington Street and
68.
No, please, without numbers, but for example, some street would cross
Park Avenue.
Lexington and Park. But they don't cross.
Park Avenue. Yeah, it will be the corner. If they have corner, it will be kind of Paxington corner or Lexark corner. Yes. So streets are crossing. We are crossing words, names too. So, and I made a map for Riga, and also I wrote. I made science for this is vtoryh, what means corner of Terbotas and Gertrudis streets, and also I wrote to Riga municipality with this offer to name corners, and they answered in a very bureaucratic way. I also framed this and exhibited this answer from them. They wrote that law says that you can name streets, long list streets, squares, corners are not in the list, so you cannot name corners. This is name of the street, upper, and second one is name of the corner. I put it actually for 15 minutes to make photos. Yeah, but illegally. This is Riga. But also, I in next step was to make it in a whole city, was whole town, small town, not Riga. It's Pavelosta near the sea, the small town, and I put there all these signs on every corner, and. Of course, as with pirate radio, same story. Police called, and I have had to remove them. There is a map also in the. There is a corner map. I don't. It's not clear here, yeah, but there is. Yeah, so this is small town with such buildings, and you may see there this name. But next year, it was previous year before, I got a permission to put them on for a month. So they were again in this city already legally, and during this months there was kind of started a very big discussion between local people because some of them they have kind of chat online, and they wrote there. Some of them wrote that what these people coming from Riga making with the names of our streets. And other half of population of this not big city, not big town, they wrote, let's leave this forever. It is very funny and very good. Yeah. That's it for a moment with this project. Next one. This is a poem written with Orbita made this project in one district in Riga, which is very organized. There are lines: first line, second line. Streets with names, first line, second line, 1, 2, 3, 11, I think, or 11 lines. We collect all like made photo documentation of all signs, graffitis, all written texts in this district, and we made kind of database, and interactive. We made this kind of interactive project where people could write texts from this collected. So if you see this first line, where is written "I love you" and "Dusmīgs suns," that means in Latvian zlая собака, it's a dog, angry dog. Yeah. And this all, you see there are a lot on every street. But so when you every first line is only text from first line in this district, so it is kind of picture of this district also at once. You have a poem what also making you to imagine this district too. There, same. Okay. But some of them are very good. Yeah. There even written. You see there are names of face. Yeah. So, what I wanted to show you more. Working with space, Orbita made this project with the name Poetry Event. It is not very long video. Yeah, I will show it. So you are moving to this door and you hear voices, you hear some poetry reading.
Как он думал, парак daudz mīlestības, slishkom uzrakstīt, slishkom парак daudz mīlestības, slishkom много любви, slishkom воспоминания.
You are opening door and it is empty room with microphone and speakers. But when you are closing the door, this reading again takes place. So it's kind of you can't reach it. You can reach it only from outside. I think it's very clear already, and so it's maybe enough with this. One more project with the name Actual Spacescape. There was this kind of story about this because you know this device, what it's going you tickets for line ticket when you watch it, line tickets, yeah. So and this, especially this device started to receive some messages from a lost satellite, lost in space, somewhere very old satellite. What this satellite didn't send pictures or something like this, but textual messages in 4 languages: Russian, English, Latvian, and Livonian. That's it. Yeah. So, and this was my project about in New York, there was a group of Latvian poets and artists who lived in Hell's Kitchen. They immigrants from Riga after Second World War, and all the time they were very nostalgic about Riga, of course, and even they called one bar in Hell's Kitchen, like Tol'ko's bar. They went there to communicate. So this project, the name of the project is Hell's Kitchen, a guided tour in paradise, because I made a guided tour on places where they lived in New York. But I made this guided tour in Riga, in these places where about which they were nostalgic. So I showed their real space in unreal space for them, but in real for people who were in this guided tour. I will show. It's long video, but I will show some. I made this project also in New York.
50. gados Elles ķēķis bija vecu māju rajons netālu no Times Square. Valdemārs Kārkliņš par to stāsta tā. Par Elles ķēķi dēvē pilsētas komerciālajai attīstībai pakaļ palikušu rajonu, kas nav tālu no Manhattanas centra, bet lielā mērā no tā atšķiras kā ēku un veikalu tā apdzīvotājs viņā. Tur var nokļūt ejot no pilsētas sirds Times Square, 42. ielu, kādus 3 vai 4 namu blokus uz rietumiem.
It's like this. It's a long video. I will show some parts.
Jā, pret manu logu agrā mesa, uz ielas vīrs ar putnu uz pleca, gar auto svilpienu, spūdžu smailēm, mēnesis sirdzēja drosmē, šķērso ielu un ieiet vīrs ar putnu Svētā Franciska katedrālē. Tauna dzīves laikā tās īstais nosaukums bija Svētā Rafaela baznīca, vēlāk Svētā Kirila un Svētā Metodija diamants. Tauns stāsti.
There was also this bar.
Kā labs draugs. Reizēm viņiem visās tēriņa aplēsē citreiz algus putojot izlīst uz letas. Tas nekas, visu izpērk siltais smaids un draudzīgā valoda. Garšmetainā apkalpotāji par viesiem daudz neliekas neziņas. Pie nomaļa galdiņa publikas telpās apsēdusies pie tērzē košiņu īpašnieku.
More or less it's clear.
No intīmajiem skatiem un smaidiem var uzminēt, ka runa nav tikai par veikaliskām lietām. Pāri lēto grāmatu zemajiem sastapņiem ienācēja.
Yeah, and also I made this project in New York without any sense, of course, because I showed this New York. It was in New York, telling about New York. So, but still, I made it, and Kevin Platt was this person who led this tour. One performance, what we made with Orbita in Riga Circus. It's now renovated, but this is old stalls. There are chairs. This sound of chairs was kind kind of sound of these animals, like their animus, their souls in these chairs, like we heard. It's a long video, I will show some parts. We just open and close these upper parts of these chairs, and the audience is in the middle on arena. So like animals are around and audience in the middle. We just open. It's more like sound performance than. But there are also these letters of this text, because chairs, lines of chairs make it like lines of the poem. It's me. It's not me. Yeah, pronouncing sounds letters what we're doing. It's more or less clear, this text you see also. And when this is part of the text, so this is fluorescent letters and part of a text, and it changes the meaning of the whole text. Okay. This is one-face theater. I read from this kind of box on a table with curtains and some machinery like lights and so on. This is my new project. I made this instrument. It's kind of the name of this instrument. It's not musical instrument. It's sound instrument for poetry readings for one. Actually, for one person, only for me. Yeah, and the name of this device is hafon, like Khaninaphone. Yeah, so there are 10 percussions in the upper part. I have speaker here. You may see it. It's there. And I regulate volume of different this instrument. There is string, ball with some small balls, and so on, so on. Books. I will show books. They're strange because there are books, two parts in Russian and Latvian. Written in Russian and in Latvian translation. Oh, yes. There is this, maybe you know this trick. Also inside you may put this zakladka, bookmark. Yeah, bookmark. Here you close it, open from other side, and it's like this. Yeah, or this author's portrait. You put it here, open. It's like this, yeah. But so if you don't want to read, you may play it with it. I will show you. It's also other book, again bilingual book. Two books connected like this with magnets. You may divide them, more symbolical. And there are visual translations inside what made Latvian artists. Also, yeah, take a look. This book of Latvian poetry is translated also into Russian. It's done like with parallel text, but in different directions. So bilingual couples may sit down vis-a-vis, face to face, and read one reading in Latvian, other in Russian. So yes, next, you, for example. This is book translated into English, published by Ugly Duckling Press, edited by Kevin Platt, by Orbita, Hit Parade. This book done as a checkbook, poetry about money, and poets also. Text is here, and poets signed it. Yeah, I don't see a sign, but some poets made it. One more book with photos and texts in 3 languages, like in different configurations. Yeah, I will show it just like this. Short break for looking on books, and we will go to second part of our evening. Questions, maybe? Because I'm this my. Very briefly, I told about our project, so maybe there were some unclear things. And
I had a quick question.
Yeah.
About Livonian. Why was Livonian included?
Good question. Yeah, there was a Livonian in this Spacescape and Latgalian in I think this satellite maybe it was important for people who made send these messages also to there are, I think, about 10 persons who speak Livonian. Part of them are here in New York, I think, and maybe it was for them. Yeah. Okay. More questions, maybe? This book. It's my last book. I have some copies. If you want to have them, it's not very expensive, I have to say.
How expensive is it?
How not expensive?
How not expensive or how expensive? There are two controversial questions.
How not expensive?
In different
It's
formulations.
$15. 15, yes. So, and I will read from this book also. I will ask Senator to read translations first, and then I will read.
Should I start?
Yeah, I think it's time.
How many times has it happened? It's even been described in specialized scientific publications. Someone comes up to a window to get some fresh air, opens it, and there's no air outside, only water. You will of course ask, why? There's suddenly no air and only water. But the answer to this question can also be found in specialized scientific publications. Though opinions vary quite radically, with continuing debate up to the present moment, some think the reason lies in strong rains, in equal part with wind. Others point to the possibility of the ocean rising up in a wall against the window, and there's also the dispersion theory. Naturally, the question arises, what happens to this person when he opens the window and there's just water out there? He doesn't know that it's water and not air. He stands there, sighs, touches the bridge of his nose, takes in the view of the cement wall across the way. You can't even tell water from glass sometimes.
Сколько раз такое бывало? Это даже описано в специальной литературе. Человек подходит к окну подышать свежим воздухом, открывает его, а там воздуха нет, одна вода. Вы спросите, конечно, почему там вдруг не воздух, а одна вода? И ответ на этот вопрос тоже находится в специальной литературе. Хотя мнения тут расходятся довольно радикально, и споры не прекращаются до сих пор. Некоторые считают причиной сильные дожди пополам с ветром, другие указывают на возможность того, что океан встает стеной вплотную к окну. Есть еще теория дисперсии. Законно встает вопрос, что происходит с этим человеком, когда он открывает окно, а за ним вода. Он-то не знает, что это вода, а не воздух. Стоит у окна, вздыхает, трогает переносицу. Любуется себе видом на бетонную стену напротив, ведь и стекло не отличишь от воды иногда. Вот к линзам, что посильней, льнет вплотную слеза. Рыбы к нему со спины подплывают, вместе с ним любуются видом. Из-за плеча вдруг выпрыгивают в окно. Вода не заполняет собой весь объем. Шум океана съедает другие шумы. И, как показано было в недавней работе, шум поливальной машины съедает шум океана. I have to tell that mostly translations are by Kevin Platt and Eugene Opushchennye.
So we're in a tin can here, packed in to save space, tightly, shoulder to shoulder, lying nose to nose. Someone's pigtail tickling my nose. Yours, maybe? Someone's whisker sticking in an ear. Mine, perhaps? But you can't push in past the checkpoint. The watchmen are splitting the shift. Obliging porters are handing packs of can openers made of stainless to the new doorman, training up unapproachable concierges. Would you mind turning towards me? She wanted to return, you know. I'd like to turn over here. You could wear those packs instead of necklaces. Openers like that don't get lost and don't bend.
Ну, а мы тут в консервной банке. Плотно, для экономии места, тесно, плечом к плечу, нос к носу лежим. Чья-то косичка щекочет в носу. Твоя? Чей-то ус в ухе свербит. Мой ли? Но и на проходных не протолкнуться, делят смену вахтеры, услужливые портье, связки консервных ножей из нержавейки вручают новым швейцарам, неприступных муштруют консьержей. Ты не хотел бы ко мне повернуться? Она, говорят, захотела вернуться. Я и хотел бы перевернуться. Эти связки можно носить взамен ожерелий. Такие ножи не теряются и не гнутся.
The professor had his quirks. According to the theory he lectured us about, the past, present, and future are the raw, braised, and fried. The future is the raw, then it gets braised in the present, and finally fried to doneness over low heat. From it, in time, there remain only cracklings. Out of the fried bits, we try to understand what kind of a dish it was and what ingredients it was cooked from. The professor's long gone. These are different times. The age of the microwave is here. The Teflon epoch has arrived. The era of induction burners, sous vide culture, and raw diets. Slurping smoothies are reason is bemused. Remember how the professor would pick up a carcinogenic crisp, suck on it, chew it apart, spit it out, and curse?
У профессора свои заморочки. По теории, что он нам давал на лекциях, прошлое, настоящее и будущее – это сырое, вареное и жареное. Будущее сырое. Потом оно варится в настоящем, а после обжаривается на медленном огне, и от него со временем останутся шкварки. По жареным кускам мы пробуем понять, что там было за блюдо и из чего же это оно было приготовлено. Профессора давно нет. Теперь другие времена. Настал век микроволновок, пришла тефлоновая эпоха, эра индукционных плит, культура сувид и сыроедения. Подтягивая смузи, наш разум смущен. Вспомнилось, как профессор берет канцерогенный уголек, обсасывает, разгрызает его, плюется и матерится.
The folklore class went on a field trip to an island where there were still a few barbarians, although ones devolved to a swine state, no longer wild even, but brutish, completely going extinct. They worship crosswalks and streetlights. They yell, bar, bar, when they see a bar. They eat schnitzel with bare hands and often flutter their tiny peepers. Some barbarians broke free from the island right under the nose of fieldwork facilitators. And with a blonde junior, you can see from the shore, she's standing on the stern of the ferry with a tape recorder, while a pack of these vandals regale her with jokes. Water plashing drowns out the sounds of barbarian lingo. There it goes, priceless material. The professor hisses into his whiskers.
Фольклорная практика на острове, где оставалась еще пара варваров. В совершенно уже свинском состоянии стадия одичания сменилась озверением. Конкретно вымирают, поклоняются зебре и светофорам, кричат «бар-бар», когда видят бар, шницель, едят руками и часто моргают маленькими глазками. Под носом у руководителей практики несколько варваров вырвалось с острова вместе с белокурой третьекурсницей. С берега видно, как она стоит на корме парома с диктофоном в руках, а стайка вандалят травит ей анекдоты. Плеск воды заглушает звуки варварского наречия. Бесценный материал уплыл. Цедит в усы профессор.
Let me tell you a story from back when I was still a burglar. I plied my trade in the suburbs, cleaned out private residences. One time I wound up with this married couple. They were already sleeping. I was going through the bedroom. They were in this huge bed, him facing up toward the ceiling, and her flopped out in a nightie. And both were talking in their sleep. So I stand there on my tiptoes by the wall, and he says, "I don't believe you. Your words are good for a couple of days, then they turn into cardboard, lies." Then he wheezed through his nose. She was silent, then sighed. Woven, right here and here, sitting in our box. "No matter," he seemed to reply, then hollowly, "She's already here." And then she began to laugh, for real, in short spurts, but often and piercingly. "Don't you touch me," her voice trembled. "Don't dare." He snorted, and I was already getting ready to move on, when he clearly pronounced, "Glass. Glass has frozen into the ice. Shards. Hide. Hide me. I can't. You're killing me." While she was saying at the same time, "There's no firing pin. We don't have any. You might ask a collector." And with the last word, she seemingly completely ran out of energy. To this episode, I owe a handful of silver jewelry and port cigars. I know that behind every picture was a safe, and behind all the wallpaper were mirrors. It was just like that, dear friends. Just like that, respected gentlemen.
Вот такая история из того времени, когда я еще воровал. Промышлял в пригородных районах, выставлял частные дома. Как-то раз забрался к какой-то семейной паре, они уже спали. Я шел через спальню, они там в огромной кровати, он, уставив лицо в потолок, она разметавшись в ночнушке, и оба разговаривали во сне. Я на цыпочках встал у стены, он сказал: «Я не верю тебе, твои слова на 2 дня, потом они снова станут картонкой, ложью», и свистнул носом. Она помолчала, вздохнула. «Нитяные вот здесь и вот здесь, в нашей ложе сидят». «Ничего», он как будто ответил и глухо. Она уже тоже пришла. А она засмеялась, серьезно смеялась. Недолго, но часто заливисто. «Не трогай». Голос дрогнул. «Не смей». Он прихрюкнул, и я уже собрался двинуться дальше, когда он отчетливо произнес: «Стекла, стекла вмерзли в лед, осколки, спрячь меня, спрячь, не могу, убиваешь». А она говорила в то же время: «Нет курка, нет у нас их, обратитесь к коллекционерам». И на последнем слове она, казалось, совершенно изнемогла. Я вынес из этой истории горсть серебряных украшений и портсигаров. Я знал тогда, что за всеми картинами сейфы, под всеми обоями зеркала. Вот так-то, мои дорогие, так-то вот мои уважаемые господа.
1, 2, rescheduling. For the homework, please practice. Unfocused vision training, mesmerizing inanimate objects, falling reflexively into a rage. And let's not forget the trust fall, people. Next time, bring something warm to wear and a rope so you'll have something to gnaw on.
Давайте перенесем сеанс гипноза на вторник. Там свободно до обеда. Сможете? Все могут? Не вижу рук. 1, 2. Итак, переносим. Домашнее задание. Тренируем расфокусировку взгляда, месмеризируем неодушевленные предметы, рефлекторно впадаем в ярость. И не забываем безопасные падения на спину. В следующий раз захватите с собой что-то теплое и веревки, чтобы было что грызть.
I was riding my bike, the one that got stolen afterwards, with my girlfriend, who I broke up with a year later. Along that street that got completely rebuilt to that cafe. Later on, it just up and closed. Happily rattling off our thoughts and our legs. Now there's a pizzeria where the cafe was. I even go there sometimes. Order a 4-cheese pizza. They bring it, and knife strokes through the pizza remind me of spokes on a wheel. Just like that. Bike spokes, knife strokes. But just now, when I was riding my bike with my sweet girlfriend along that well-known street to our favorite cafe, it didn't even occur to me that with every push of the pedals, I was also driving the world into entropy and chaos, though the pizza wasn't at all bad.
Я ехал на велике, который сперли потом, с подружкой, с которой мы через год расстались, по улице, которую всю перестроили в кафе. Его просто потом закрыли. языком, то ногами. На месте этого кафе теперь пиццерия. Я даже захожу туда, заказываю себе пиццу с 4 сырами. Мне приносят ее, и разрезы на пицце напоминают мне велосипедные спицы. Вот так. Пицца, спицы. Но сейчас, когда я ехал на велике со своей милой подружкой по всем известной улице в наше любимое кафе, я ведь совсем не думал, что каждым нажимом педали я тоже подталкивал этот мир к энтропии и хаосу. Хотя пицца оказалась вполне себе ничего.
Let me leave this here with you for now. This take charge friend of mine said, unloading 50 packets, dark gray packages in my hall. They've been standing there for years, taking up a lot of space. So me and mine, and also guests, slink against the wall to squeeze past. At some point it got so unbearable that I decided to move the bags. There's space in the living room, and dragging them, I looked at one. In big black letters, the name of the merchandise. I look, but don't believe my eyes. Filler 50 kilograms. Each of them reads, filler. I know there are voids outside, but there's also the inner void. I take the jackknife in my hand and gut each bag, one after another. Good thing you handled that one, old pal. Now it looks something just about like this. Filler, 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 filler.
Пусть пока у тебя постоит. Один расторопный приятель сказал мне, сгружая в прихожей 50 упаковок темно-серых пакетов. Много лет они стоят в прихожей, занимая очень много места. Так что сам мои все, но и гости, чтоб протиснуться по стеночке, крадутся. Как-то это стало так невыносимо, что решился я перенести мешки. Есть ведь место у меня в гостиной. А перемещая, посмотрел на упаковку. Черными большими буквами на ней обозначено название товара. Озадаченно смотрю я и не верю. Заполнитель 50 кг на каждый заполнитель. Есть, я знаю, пустота снаружи, но бывает пустота внутри. Я беру свой перочинный ножик и вскрываю все мешки поочередно. Хорошо, что ты подсуетился, друг давнишний. Выглядит все как-то так теперь примерно. Заполнитель, 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 заполнитель.
Take her to the gardens, then to the water, the river, then drive her crazy. Then take her to the doctor and go crazy yourself, and to the doctor yourself. It's winter. Go on foot. First this away, then that away. Cut back on carbs. Stand in for those whose minds are lost. Become at home among them, and then wholly at home. Later backyards, courtyards, and shopyards. Lead her under marble vaults. Bring water. Then seek freedom. Holler for it later.
Своди ее в сады, потом своди к воде, к реке, потом сведи с ума. Своди к врачу, и сам сходи с ума, и сам к врачу сходи. Зима, ходи пешком, сперва туды, потом сюды, и откажись от сдобы. Сойди теперь за тех, кто без ума, стань между них своим, затем совсем своим. Потом зады, дворы, заводы, веди ее под мраморные своды. Воды, потом ищи свободы, свищи ее потом.
It's kind of dumb to say goodbye in advance. This eternity with small breaks, real fractures and fake marble. And did anyone even suggest mentioning the significant gaps? Yet within these constraints, space for doubt exists. Is it worth it now or afterwards, or much later? Holding the pose, damp tree, by suspiciously white blank wall to voice instinctively, the glance sliding from still, undeveloped Polaroid ceiling, from homemade swollen mirrors, losing its grip in the uneven marble light.
Как-то глупо прощаться заранее. Это вечность с небольшими перерывами, настоящими трещинами в поддельном мраморе. И едва ли кто просил говорить о нешуточных прорехах, но и в этих пределах простор для сомнений есть. Стоит ли сейчас или после, или совсем потом, в позе мокрого дерева у подозрительно белой глухой стены, инстинктивно озвучивать взгляд, соскользнувший с еще не проявленных полироидных потолков, с самодельных разбухших зеркал, не удержавшись в неровном мраморном свете.
I close my eyes, count off to 22. 22! I'm taking my suitcase and coming for you. Weekends and holidays, your transit pass is no good. Where are you, my high-ho-the-high-nihoness? Where have you gone, my high-fine featheredness? The night fills with sordid characters, assorted co-founders, pushing underground goods on heavenly passenger ladies. Their hard cases encounter their milky ways. The visitants turned out to be fly by night. The dawn her rosy feet displays at the far end of the passageways. And in the clouds in high heels, someone reels.
Вечно куда-то засовываю свою сову. Потом, как водится, напрасно ее зову, отворачиваюсь, считаю до 25. 25. Беру чемодан, отправляюсь тебя искать. Ваш проездной недействителен в выходной. Попал во внезапно образовавшееся окно между местным ночным и утренним скорым. Забастовка обходчиков, сигналистов, дежурных, стрелочных постов. Ночь митингует, отстаивает право на пролонгации, всхлипы и кваканье. Потом, как тюлень, заползает в туннель. В конце тоннеля круглый ноль. В конце туннеля овальный нуль. Настало полнолуние. Настал вакуум, квакуум, клакуум, бетониум, цементиум, разрыхлинг, без билет, без пробуд, без просвет, без возврат, без услов, без конец. Пустеет перрон. Хаос прилипчивей там, где правила и порядок, где улавливающий тупик, где нейтральные вставки между воздушными промежутками. С самой собой, хоть будь самой собой, это я так беседую заочно с собой. Не плачь, что я смеюсь не над тобой. Разумней с такой особой быть максимально почтительным. Где вы, ваше высокоприотырпырчество? Куда завалились ваше высокоперетопырчество? Ночь наполняется темными личностями. Разного рода сооснователи толкают что-то из-под полы небесным пассажиркам. Их надежные кейсы встречают их молочные шейки. Пришельцы оказались проходимцы. В самом конце коридора разопятая брежет аврора. И кто-то ходит в облаках на высоких каблуках. Спасибо. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
We still have about maybe 10 minutes. So, please. Yes.
I was curious if you ever translate your own poetry into English, or if not, how close, if you work closely with whoever is translating it into English.
Yeah, I work closely with translators. I never translate. I can't translate it into English. But yeah, I like this process to work with translators. Yeah.
I was curious, when did you begin the street sign endeavor? Like, what year?
This idea when
Yes.
I started to
Yes.
make, it was kind of a joke with friends. We just used it to call some corners were very long names. Yeah, to make it. I use it still with for example, Merkele and Barana streets. We call Barkele corner. Yeah, let's meet on. Some corners where you usually when you many times use it. Yeah. Like this.
What would you do in New York? Would you just divide it, mean average of two numbers?
With numbers, it's a big problem.
By two.
Yeah. Like you feel physically that some parts of your brain, when you write in space, that some parts of your brain what you never used. At this moment they are doing something. It's much more complicated. To put some poem from, it's not interesting and it's kind of impossible because you write when it was done like this. When you write, I choose this kind of crossword structure, and so it was done like this. When you write, with every letter appears one more cube, yeah, and on this cube only from one side you have this letter. So then you have to turn it and to write also in and so with writing you are making lines and you make change direction, and it's very interesting, funny process. Yeah.